done. But the last time these two teams met, it was Cairns who got it done. 3-point shooters everywhere. Have a look at the numbers in the previous round. These guys all got their 3-pointers up and they were able to make them as well. So a Sportsbet same game multi. Armstrong and Edwards will let it fly for the Snakes, as will Tyler Harvey and Trey Kell for the Hawks. We're relying, in modern basketball, a heap of 3-pointers go up and a heap of 3-pointers get made. Enjoy the game. Cairns and Illawarra.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
When I had the opportunity to take over as a head coach, I didn't look back and wanted to do anything else but become a professional head coach. Oh yeah, the signing was just major for me. My style of play comes with what best suits my group, my team. I have access to talk to players and get players to come play for me and be an attractive place for Wollongong. Everybody is so kind and nice and supportive of the Hawks, especially once you start, playing the right type of basketball.
We love having him a part of the league, and congratulations to the coolest coach in the league, it must be said, but also coaching his 50th NBL game tonight. He's had such an impact on the league early. My point to you is, though, as we look ahead to what the whiteboards might be saying, I've given you Justin Tatum's.
Justin Tatum, a.k.a. Shaft, the way he came in looking all smooth like that. All right, on the whiteboard, he's got, bring it up. Urgency. We need to play with a sense of it immediately. No slow starts. And we also have to D up because there's a narrative out there that think we're not playing D, although I think it's okay. And last but not least, 50K won't go astray. It's all about the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
If you're tuning in for the first time, that is reference to the summer shootout. The whiteboard, though, of your twin, Adam Ford.
Yeah, well, he's got to have the shootout in there as well. So that's defend the cash. That's the last thing. Be unselfish. You don't need another scathing press conference if you're a starter, and compete. At all times, compete. Give your fans a couple of wins to send off the season. 111
points is the magic mark for the summer shootout. It is first against last, but it was an upset the last time these two teams met. Can Cairns do it again?
Cairns are in front.
We got a ball game.
Oh, hello. Wow. Top v bottom. It's been a night of fight and grit and determination from the Taipans. What have they got left in the tank here? It's in the hands of Hickey. He'd be a good man to foul if they can. He launches it up court. It's picked up by Edwards. There might be a tail to right here. Roll! Seconds left. Wow. There is a foul. Taron Armstrong. The Taipans' 15-game losing streak is over.
Tonight, the Cairns Taipans face the toughest task in basketball, trying to find a way to slow down the offensive juggernaut that is the Illawarra Hawks. It does feel like a David v. Goliath battle, but it was only 3 weeks ago we saw the upset of the season between these two teams. It's a big hello and welcome from the Cairns Convention Centre as we begin round 18 of the Hungry Jacks NBL. And I welcome in Pete Hooley, Damon Lowry. We take a look at the Mitsubishi Motors ladder, and well, we understand it's top v bottom, but there's still plenty to play for.
Absolutely there is, not to mention the summer shootout cash, which we'll be referring to throughout the entire evening. But Illawarra is trying to play some playoff championship basketball, and Kansas is trying to play for some pride.
You know why I'm expecting this to be a battle? Summer shootout, yes, but also anytime your head coach gives a press conference like Adam Ford did, normally teams show up and respond because they do not want to sit through another one of those.
Well, let's take a look at the summer shootout results so far and where this stands. So it was only a few days ago the Taipans put on 111 against Brisbane. The 50K is currently in their pockets, but they have to defend and somehow find a way to slow down these Illawarra Hawks if they want to keep it. If the Hawks can get it, well, they might try and sweep everything, Damon. They might take the cash, they might take top spot, and then they might take the championship.
That's it. That's what they're playing for. Now, obviously, the last time these two teams met, Cairns went to Wollongong and got the dub in quite dramatic fashion. So the Hawks got that in the back of their minds as well. And this man right here on screen, Sam Frawley, he's having a pretty good season, Pete. He's going to be big tonight.
Well, this was the last time they met. It was 20 days ago. It was the upset of the season. The Cairns Taipans, they were 4 points down with 12.9 seconds to go, Pete, and they end up winning by 3.
They played loose, they played free, they withstood so many different runs from the Hawks, and then a couple of turnovers late. Brain fades from Illawarra. It was a Hickey turnover that led to that Rob Edwards 3, and then a turnover on that inbounds pass, and Taron Armstrong, as cool as you like, drained all 3 free throws, and they got a big win.
Well, Taron Armstrong and Rob Edwards were the stars that night. They had 56 points between them, but we believe Taron Armstrong is suiting up, but we don't expect him to play. You guys spoke to Coach Ford before. He said it's unlikely, which just means, Damon, a lot more pressure is going to go on this man, Rob Edwards.
And this man right here, they say don't ask for a lighter load, ask for broader shoulders. And Rob is swollen in the shoulder department. He's going to have to really carry the load tonight. Him along with Sam Wardenberg is obviously going to have the big game. I'm expecting a minimum 30-piece out of Rob Edwards tonight. More shots to go around without Taron.
Well, he's 5th in the league for minutes played. He's 6th in the league for points per game. In the 5 wins this year, he has averaged almost 27 points a game. So they're going to need something like that if they are to cause another upset. But, Pete, that's the offensive end. What about defensively? How did Cairns stop the hottest backcourt in the competition?
I mean, it's just going to have to be competing and just fighting really hard. And I think the motivation of the shootout, which it helped them in Brisbane, they said they had that in their minds. They know they have to play defense, not necessarily win the game, but do the best they can to limit the impact of these 2 superstars. One of the best backcourts in the league. When they're up and firing, so are the Illawarra Hawks, and they've been outstanding individually, but collectively they're even better.
And what was incredible, they scored 121 points a few nights ago, and they scored 15 combined. That just shows the strength of this Illawarra Hawks lineup and how they can all score. Well, it's always a pleasure as part of our call team to have Ariana Prather. Hello to you, Ariana. Been a big out for Illawarra tonight.
Hey guys, that's right. Darius Days did not travel with his team. We saw him injure his hamstring on Monday in that big win that they had over the Bullets. Now, if you look at his season stats, you're not going to see anything too flashy, but when he checks into the ball game, he is an absolute leader. He knocks down threes right when they need it the most. He plays good defense. Definitely a huge loss for any team, no matter how stacked they are this deep into the season.
Big deal or no big deal? Darius Days out.
Nah, big deal, because they're going to have to take their time. We don't want to rush him back. They should avoid the play-in tournament, and they're going to finish top, so they have extra time to allow him to rest up. He's a key piece to their championship credentials.
We'll take a look at the starting 5s for this matchup tonight. The Cairns Taipans, well, they've gone with their 13th different starting combination of the season. Alex Higgins-Titcher, the youngster there. Coach Adam Ford spoke about him also in the pre-game show. Will start for the 4th time this season. And while for the Illawarra Hawks, it is a familiar tale. It is the same lineup for the 15th consecutive game. They've gone 10-4. They're just rolling beautifully.
They are. They got it kind of figured out as far as rotations go. Obviously, we're going to probably see a lot more Mason Peatley with Darius Days being out. But yes, we already know we're going to get from the Hawks. Everybody's going to get their opportunity. And as long as they keep up the defensive pressure, they should be fine.
This is the matchup I'm looking forward to. Swakala Bullock going to Rob Edwards. We saw Shea Illy to Bryce Conn. 2 of the leading Defensive Player of the Year candidates. This is Swakala Bullock's time to put another bit of evidence to his case.
Hungry Jacks NBL round 18 is kicking off. And a quick question off the top, Damon. 111 is the summer shootout score. Do Illawarra get that tonight?
Yeah, 111 is not enough.
Pete, can Cairns clamp down defensively?
Oh, not if it's going to be like that easy. I mean, Sam Frolling's been playing some very good basketball of late. Get back to me at halftime.
No, get off the fence.
Make him call.
I think the Illawarra Hawks are going to put up a very big score.
Well, they do lead the league points in the paint. We've just seen that in the opening possession. Sam Froling is the #1 man in the league for getting those buckets inside. Now he's trying to defend Wardenberg, because they always tend to go to the first offensive possession. And then Higgins-Titcher has a couple of goes, and he misses a couple as well. A bit of a shaky start, but they win the ball back. Really important the rebounding tonight. The Hawks, well, they're first in most categories, but they are a terrific rebounding team. Here is Edwards.
Are you surprised, Pete, that Kyle Adnam is not starting at the point? So Adam Ford's going to go with Rob Edwards at the point. And he's a 2-guard. He's a scoring guard, so this is going to be interesting.
No, I'm very surprised. No true point guard out there as Peatling blows that one. What I liked about, from a Cairns point of view, that first possession, they took it right down to the end of the shot clock. If you really care about this summer shootout, you want to defend that score, take possessions out of this game.
And eventually, their 6th field goal attempt, they get one to drop. They've had a couple of good looks. And it is that man, Higgins-Titcher.
That's our guy, Pete. That's his 3rd offensive rebound in a minute.
You got there's no stock left off board at all.
He had a career high 14 points in that round 15 upset, so feel confident against this opposition. They've met 3 times. Hawks won comfortably the first couple of occasions.
And this is the Taipans we talked about. They can play loose and free. They can get really scrappy. And the key for the Hawks is not to buy into that. Don't fall into the trap. Just stick to playing your game.
Wardenberg looks to be aggressive again.
If you're the Illawarra Hawks, you got to understand it's only 3 kind of scorers out there. This ain't no disrespect to Pedro Bradshaw, but you got to know that Sam Wardenberg, Rob Edwards are not going to turn down any shots, and Tanner Groves is going to be aggressive. But on the other end, Pete, they've got to feature Sam Frawling heavily with only 1 center on the roster, basically, and he scored the first bucket with ease. I hope to see them go back to that way more often.
Yeah, but I'm going to think there's a little bit of disrespect in that, Joey.
Just a tiny.
So these Cairns Taipans, what a mixed result they had round 17. Of course, that big 31-point win against Brisbane, and then backed it up with a 24-point loss to Adelaide. It was their 7th loss by 23 points or more this season. It's been the tale of their year.
Damon is right. We so often see this, that Frawling has a nice matchup and they go away from it. They go back to it here. Well defended there from Groves.
He's been in good form, Tanner Groves. He's been one that Adam Ford let off the hook after their last performance. And he scores there. Now Coach Ford put it on their starting group to start well. He gave Tanner Groves a bit of an exemption, said he was the one that did commit. It's been a sharp start. Good violation.
When you're playing a team, when the top's playing the bottom and Cairns is struggling, obviously, sometimes it's a tendency to try to blow them out early, to try to get the game over. This is going to be a grind. You got to be prepared to go the distance if need be and try to not just rush yourselves as Trey Kells gets a nice little mini to go.
Coming off just 5 points in that win being the Brisbane Bullets for Trey Kell. Had a season-high 11 assists as Rob Edwards gets in the paint with ease. And 37 assists these Illawarra Hawks had against Brisbane. It's the most by any team in the 40-minute era. As is the chemistry that they are playing with Damon. And so many times we saw this. They're able to get the ball inside and get buckets right underneath the rim.
It's not rocket science. They went inside to Sam. Sam's going to draw a lot of attention, double team. Willing passer, Mason Peeling cleans up.
Groves kicks it back out to Wardenberg. Edwards got Peeling for company. Wants to go to work. Shot clock ticking down. Again, he doesn't settle for the 3. Gets to his spot.
Good patience. You're right, he could have settled for a 3 ball at any point. It was just really slow, got to his spot. Another offensive rebound to Mason Peeling. Hawks clean it up.
Mason Peeling probably coming off his best game as a Hawk in that win against Brisbane. 15 points, 7 rebounds in just 19 minutes. And 7 of 8 from the field. And again, he's been busy early. 4 points. Wardenberg. Can't get that one to go. And now they're away and running. The Hawks, this is what they love to do. Disappointed he wasn't able to finish the layup. Groves been shooting this ball well. Really nice.
He has too. What's he shooting from downtown, Joey?
Well, his last 8 games over 50% from the 3-point line.
Just there looking at Tom Blanchfield, Albrick. Yeah. I think he might be running back to the locker room quickly, but
turnover, uncharacteristic from Trey Kell, and Higgins-Titcher throws it down. And Coach Adam Ford said, as much as the summer shootout's on the line, they want to win for their fans. They deserve something. They've lost 10 straight at home. They lead by 7. We take a look at the Amy replay, and this is how you get some easy buckets.
Trey Kell just kind of playing with his food, as they say. Got ripped, and this is one of the most active guys in the league. Alex Higgins-Titcher got ripped off from his 4th offensive rebound. Saved it from going out of bounds, but I think they might have gave him a TO for it, but a lot to like about that dude.
Well, they lead by 7 early, and Ariana caught up with Sam Wardenberg to talk about the possibility of an upset tonight.
last time you guys played against Illawarra, it was probably game of the season, upset of the season for sure. You pulled out the win right at the buzzer. How do you get another upset tonight?
Yeah, you know, we have our game plan. We just got to stick to that. I wasn't there for the last one. I was at home watching from the TV, but that's probably the craziest ending to a game I've ever seen. And, you know, these guys are going to be experienced. They're going to remember what happened there and come out with a bit of a, you know, chip on their shoulder for that.
So we're talking about the summer shootout. That is the target score. That's, well, tell you what, there's 5 fans at home, Pete, right now that will be watching this very closely. There are 5 people that correctly predicted the Cairns Taipans to win the summer shootout on 111 points.
Well, I'll tell you what.
So they will be cheering.
They've got 100,000 reasons to cheer.
100,000 on the line for one lucky winner.
Imagine that. What separates you and $100,000?
Do they have to split?
No, it'll be one winner only. They'll go into a draw. Although I'm sure there are a lot of people at home, Pete, that would have entered for the Illawarra Hawks to have the highest score. And somewhere above that margin would be what a lot of people would have. So,
but you wouldn't be as nervous as being the Fire to actually see your score leading and relying on 11 blokes in orange to get the job done and defend.
You'd almost fly to the venue on purpose, wouldn't you, to try and just yell out and get to them. Ariane, you listening in during the break?
That's right. Coach Ford was fired up and happy with the start that his team has had. He told them to keep communicating and to stay on the same page. I mean, you guys talked about it. Will the team respond after that fiery presser that he had? And I think they're absolutely doing that. And they are a dangerous team, so I hope Illawarra can fight back into this ball game.
Thank you, Ariane. Yep, early cheeseburgers too for the kids and for the adults that want to help themselves to Hungry Jacks. Just get the code VETERAN, get on the app, and away you go on the way home tonight.
Tell them Lockie sent you.
Here's Cal again. Comes up short.
On the burgers, I've got...
And away and running here, Rob Edwards. Higgins stitch.
Oh!
That's an even better monster.
AHT!
They lead by 9. You love him, Damon.
If only we had an insurance-sponsored replay. As Tyler Harvey gets his patented lefty floater to go.
We'll get Amy onto it for you.
Pete, what's the stocks? What's the prices of them?
No, you can't buy it. I've got him. Oh, he's going to splash this too.
Come on!
He's going to splash this too!
He's showing everything. Higgins, Titcher with 9 points inside the first 6 minutes.
I mean, again, Forty spoke about it in the pre-game as Tyler Harvey teed this one up. The way they find talent.
Tell you what, right about now, Coach Tatum and these Hawks will be thinking, well, we've got a game on our hands here. We better be up for it. Coach Tatum spoke about some letdowns in the past from Illawarra as Pedro Bradshaw goes bang, and they lead by 13.
Is this league not nuts?
We should know
Taipans
by
got
now.
5 wins. Tyler lets one go. Tyler wants to get up and down, speed this game up a little bit. Cairns is doing a great job controlling tempo. You know what, Pete? I think because Rob Edwards is at the point, it's kind of almost forcing him to play a little slower.
I don't care. Where's the Amy replay? Where's the whistle? Someone blow a whistle. Here we go.
Wardenberg, here it is for you.
Here it is.
Talk us through it.
Well, you won the insurance replay because there's been an accident and it's on Davo Hickey.
And then next possession, if you don't mind.
Under no circumstance, Alex, if you huffing and puffing, if your chest is inflamed right now, don't you do that! No!
That was just for you, Damon.
Oh, no!
Nah, 40's better than that.
He subs out. Galloway will check in. Kyle Adnam comes in. And Gack as well, so they make multiple substitutions. Antonio hasn't been shooting the 3-ball well. Tried to let one fly early. Edwards got it away just in time.
Wow, they're playing with some confidence right now. And I like this move from Justin Tatum, bringing in the bench unit with Tyler Harvey. The bench unit, they practice together every day. Best bench unit in the league. Can they just claw back into it, try and settle things down?
And then another uncharacteristic turnover. That's their third. Cairns yet to have a turnover.
Classic trap game. You go to Cairns, the bottom team, without their starting point guard, Taryn, who's averaging 17 a game. You think, yep, all we got to do is kind of just show up a little bit, and Cairns is ready for a fight.
It's amazing what the mind can do. Amazing. They trail by 13. They've got a fight on their hands. Adnam looking to extend that. A little bit late getting the ball to Gack, and good scrap from Hickey.
Pete, we've seen Cairns in positions to win games before in the fourth quarter, never quite in the first quarter.
Well, we saw it against Brisbane, and then just 2 days later, on this very floor, DJ Vasiljevic just went to work on them.
And then a foul from Lee, while Adnam, we'll find out whether he was shooting a 2 or 3, but that was unnecessary.
HJ, come on, man.
Just the 2.
Death taxes in HJ Lee fouling a Taipan, taking a bad three-point shot.
He's done it twice. He's done it twice. Come on.
Okay.
So Kyle Adnam. Season high 14 points in that win against Brisbane last week. Taron Armstrong enjoying what he's seen so far.
And when 40 says he's unlikely to play, that means he's not playing.
Remarkable start here from the Taipans. 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 7 from long range. Foul off the ball, Rob Edwards.
Just about staying composed right now, the Hawks.
It's his second. He's the only Taipan to have committed a foul. He's got both. He'll come sit down, and the hot hand of Higgins-Titcher will check back in.
This is also where they do miss days, though, and where they could miss days for the next couple of games is when you're just trying to tick the offense over. They've got 13 points on the ball, which is well below where they'd be at usually as Hickey. That's a tough move. But they make days the offensive target coming in that bench unit where they can run a couple of sets for him, roll it into him. He's a terrific one-on-one player.
Adnam will run the point. Surrounded by the second unit. Gets it back, confident from the corner. Now have to get back on defence. Olbrich, who's been sensational his last weekend. He's almost unstoppable. There's the little push shot from Todd Blanchfield.
Yeah, Toddy's mid-range was like a bit of a shot put. Ran him off the three-point line, and Toddy has said, no problem.
Well, they bring a bit of full-court pressure. Taipans handle it and then want to work into their set. Although Jung Lee makes it difficult for Adnam to get possession. Eventually he does. Shot clock's down to 8. Again, they'll use up their allotted 24 as Galloway is now fouled from the three-point line.
Fouling the three-point shooter. Undisciplined. Lockie just kind of caught, steered the ball. Bad closeout. Everything is going right for the Taipans. And it's going to be up to the Illawarra Hawks to find something.
Not sure about that.
Don't get too far underneath him. Galloway definitely jumped forward ever so slightly, but still, you just got to be a bit more aware of where the landing space could be and just try and carry your hand without fouling.
I want to get your thoughts on Kyron Galloway's season, Pete, because the start of the year for him, his first 5 games, he was averaging 12 points a game, and he looked like he was really going to take off, but since then, only 3 times he's been able to reach double digits.
Had a couple of injuries to deal with at different times, but I also think that what's hurt him is the injuries around him, so his roles had to change so much.
Veteran again, swatted away from Galloway. And they're off and running again here, the Taipans. Swipe of the bullet was able to slow them up. Now Adnam got the mismatch. He's got Olbrich covered for speed. Antonio back to Adnam, wide open.
Basketball.
Here's his bread and butter. Couldn't get it to go. And they'll get another opportunity. 7th offensive rebound of the quarter.
They're scrapping. This is what they do. They can get scrappy.
Shot clock down to 3. Galloway's going to have to let it go. And they're going to get one more look at it. It'll be Antonio. He wants it on the buzzer. And he can't get it to go. But it is still the equal best first quarter for Cairns for the season. Their biggest lead at quarter time this year. And they have said to Illawarra, we're up for tonight. Quarter time, Taipans by 14.
Welcome back to the Cairns Convention Center, where I bet no one guessed this. The Cairns Taipans with the 14-point lead over the #1 Illawarra Hawks. I was in that huddle, and Coach Tatum told his team, listen, no hero basketball. On the offensive end, he wants them to move back and forth and get a lot of movement offensively. And on the defensive end, no more offensive rebounds. He said the Taipans are getting anything they want. They have to lock down this quarter and make their way back into this ballgame, guys.
It's hard to not panic. 3 quarters to go, but the Hawks had like 37,000 assists last game. They got 0, Pete, in a quarter of basketball.
Incredible. And what they dished up only a few nights ago, this might be their first assist, although Harvey couldn't finish the play. Froling does get an offensive rebound. He's been averaging 5 a game his last 4. They turn it over.
Another turnover.
It's not quite as sharp as they normally are, the Hawks. And another offensive rebound. That is 9 already in the game.
4 of them to Higgins-Titcher. But there is just a looseness about this Cairns Taipans. They're just having some fun. And another one.
Hadn't disappointed. Gack couldn't hold on to it. Checked in brighter early into this game, just to give some energy. And goes straight at Bradshaw. Good finish.
Good job by Daniel Breeder. Had a lot of injuries throughout his whole career, but normally he's averaging maybe 3 to 4 minutes a game when the game is pretty much in hand. But this just shows you how frustrated, upset that Tatum is with his starting group.
And this is exactly what Dan Greeder does, right? When he's searching for something right now, Justin Tatum, some energy for the team to really lock in. Dan Greeder can do that, little plays, but normally his defensive energy will spark something in his team.
That's the art of coaching. It's a good move from Tatum. He couldn't finish the 3-point play, and then Gack swatted away from Froling. And now they look to have a bit more intent about them right here, although no whistle on that play.
Little Kyle walling up.
That is, we don't keep stats for wall-ups, but I can confidently say that's the first wall-up of Kyle Adams' career.
He did a good job. And now he's wide open. He's missed his first couple, so decides to go for the mid-range. That's nice.
Trey Kell got caught over-helping, no need for it. Then a terrible closeout on Kyle Adams, and he knocks down the mid-range and makes him pay.
He's got 4 points. And they go back to their bread and butter, into Froling, down low.
You also see Tatum screaming after every mate to get up, full court defense, be disruptive.
So Adnam, Groves, who's been stroking it nicely. We already said that. He got. Oh, and there's another second chance opportunity, but good work from the Hawks. Cal, wide open. Froling now getting busy on the offensive boards. Kick out to Harvey. Cannot make them pay.
I tell you what, if you're a defensive rebound purist, look away, because there are 16 offensive rebounds already. Boxing out is optional as Sam Wardenberg splashes one.
There's his family, yeah, they like it. And he's one that has been struggling from long range his last 10 games. Just over 23% from the 3-point line, but that's nice.
And Sam's had an up and down year due to injury. Good to see him coming out being aggressive. We checked the Amy replay. Just a walk down triple. No resistance. Sam thinking, oh, he won't shoot that. They've got nothing to lose other than 50 grand. Actually, they do got something to lose.
They do have something to lose. He'd made 9 of 39 3-pointers in that last 10. We're just going to see whether it is a coach's challenge or not. Either way, Coach Tatum has some headaches. If they want to get that 112, I think right now they're not even worrying Illawarra. They're not even thinking about the summer shootout. They're just trying to find a way to win.
Yeah,
it's just a timeout, because as much as we think top spot's locked away, one little slip can really change things up. So let's take a listen to Coach Tatum.
As much as we can. They're going big right now. Once you make this free throw, let's go 12 to Cuse. 12 to Cuse. And get the rebound. You got to pursue it. Stay out your hands on missed shots. Offensively, let's go reverse the lane. All right, reverse the lane. Only got staggers and get downhill, Trey and Tyler, when we can. Chip away. Let's go.
Love it. Straight to the point.
Let's go.
Making sure they get locked in. They've got to limit the second chance opportunities. 11 offensive rebounds to Cairns. And I also like that he's telling them to put some heat on the rim. They've only taken 3 free throws. They missed all 3 of them. Lockie Albright gave away burgers in the first quarter. I think the code word should be the first name of whoever gives away the burgers.
I like that. Shame them. I like it.
Exactly.
Let's get to Ariane. You're listening to Adam Ford in that timeout.
That's right. Despite the lead, again, he's always going to be hard on his team because he wants to play through the buzzer and play with pride like he's been talking about. He drew up a play on offense. We'll see if they execute it here. But really, I didn't think he needed to. The team is playing with so much confidence. I feel like they all know the right passes and the right touches to make at this point in time. And guys, I don't care who you are. As Rob Edwards drains another one, I don't care what rank you are on the ladder. It gets to a certain point in time where you cannot get down by too much to any team in the NBL because an upset is right behind the corner.
100%. Anybody watching this NBL league around the world, just know this league right here, anything can happen.
I wouldn't be upset if you're the Hawks or Justin Tatum with Rob Edwards scoring that because they were disruptive. They did their job. They forced the near turnover a couple of times. That's the kind of defensive intensity they need to bring. Chip away is what Justin Tatum said.
We heard Ariana talk about playing with pride. This weekend, the Cairns Taipans are celebrating Pride Round. It'll be officially launched next round. Cairns in their home game tonight, where, of course, the NBL welcomes everyone to the basketball to be themselves without fear or discrimination. Rainbow colours on display. Forward makes that one.
I like they talked Adam Ford out of using the coach's challenge there.
Yeah, we've seen enough of these early challenges.
Save it.
Still quarter time margin of 14 points to lead. So the Hawks haven't been able to eat into it yet. That was almost a double triple.
I think it was.
Rob Edwards trying to cut away with one. And now a 3-second violation.
Well, there's the basketball gods for you because that one looks very certain to be a double dribble.
And this is what you're going to get from time to time throughout this game if Rob Edwards is. He's not a point guard. I like to see him playing Kyle with him more just to free him up to do what he does best, score the ball.
Just their second turnover of the night. Edwards has the 9 points and 1 assist. Again, they just go straight back down into the big boys below Cairns and force another turnover. Bradshaw, Edwards. As Higgins Titcher in the corner, he's already made from the exact same spot.
There we go.
There's another offensive rebound. And again, well, this is getting ridiculous now.
It's ridiculous.
That is 10 offensive rebounds.
You ain't serious about winning a championship, let alone a game, if you're going to come out like this. Full credit to the Cairns Taipans, playing with sheer heart.
That's 13
correction.
Offensive rebounds already. Oh, that means David.
And this lead is now out to 18. And Coach Justin Tatum has had enough. Look at him there. He's scratching his head. Can't believe what is happening.
And Damon's walked out because Damon wore the bucket hat this week on NBL Overtime. And the Hawks, well, they've been asleep at the wheel to start this game. The Taipans are going to make you pay.
Some substitutions, timeout. They want to get on with it. They want to get some scoring. This is an offensive juggernaut, the Illawarra Hawks this season. There's Tyler Harvey. Can't get it to go.
Dodged the bullet, trying to take the shortcut. Alex Higgins gave up a wide open 3-ball to tie in the corner.
This Calgary gets it to go. As I was saying, with this Illawarra Hawks averaging 102 points per game, that'll be the best by any team since the New Zealand Breakers in 2009. And Pete, their 49% field goal percentage would be the best by any team since the 1997 Townsville Crocs.
Well, their offense isn't the issue, although it is a little bit in this game, but even defensively, that's just a A nice, easy drive. They're getting way too deep into the paint, and they're just getting easy baskets.
Here's Cal. The head of the snake, he's been sensational leading this team this year. And they're going to need more of that from him.
Tanner Groves tangled up on the switch.
And then Wardenberg, just an unnecessary turnover. Blanchfield couldn't quite make them pay, but they'll keep possession.
I want you to look at this move right here that Pedro Bradshaw made. Watch his hips right here. Little hip, whoop that right there. Little hip swivel, Pete. Little swiveling of the hips. Got Davo Hickey to freeze. That's what got him into the key. I wonder if Derek Rucker's showing that move in his Derek Rucker Basketball Academy.
I'm showing all the moves. But more so, where's the help? Where's everybody loaded up to show a crowd?
Lee. Great defense from Higgins Ditcher again.
Are we calling that a block? Because he's averaging 1 block a game. And
White still stuck on 9 points. They didn't give him a block for that.
It's an offensive foul. Justin Tatum doesn't like it.
this is the worst half of basketball I've seen the Illawarra Hawks play. Any team that's on top of the ladder.
Justin Tatum is not happy. Tangerine timeout. He's livid, in fact.
As he should be. You know what, Joey? You talk to your team before a game and they looking you in the eye and you're saying, you guys ready to play? And they're like, yeah, coach, we're ready. And then they come out and dish this up.
So he's given a behaviour warning. No technical foul, but he's just got to be careful here. So we take out the summer shootout. We did speak about this coming into the game. We thought this was going to be the storyline. Could the Illawarra Hawks score more than 111 points, rip the 50K away from Cairns, or could Cairns find a way to defend? Well, they are certainly doing that, Pete, but at the moment, this is not about the summer shootout. This is just about Illawarra Hawks.
Now, for 5 people, it's all about the summer shootout.
That is for the 5 at home.
The camera in their
Cairns
house.
on 111.
Bit of goggle box action.
We need some goggle
Shout out
box.
to them that are watching right now.
5 people have selected 111 from the
the
Taipans.
odds?
What a one.
I thought that was impossible.
But if they won this game, Illawarra, if they do win it, they'd go 2 games at percentage clear with 3 to play. It would almost all but guarantee top spot. They lose this, they're only 1 game clear with 3 to play.
If you show me someone that when they've been doing the ladder predictor the last couple of weeks had the Illawarra Hawks losing this game potentially, I will show you a liar.
No, the ladder predictor, that's impossible, especially after last night's results as well. Not sure how many had Melbourne beating Perth in Perth and Sydney coming down to the State Basketball Centre and beating the Red Hot Phoenix as Edwards wanted a foul. Just got to be careful here, shot clock ticking down.
This is a tough offensive set right here.
It'll suit Adnam. They wanted to get it away, but just need to lock in now, Cairns. Finish the half as well as they've started it. Lee, who found some range last game, again couldn't get it to go. 2 of 10.
Good look
For the Hawks from the 3-point line.
Justin Tatum's talking about putting heat on the rim, but with your sharpshooters, if they get a good look like that, they've just got to step up and knock them down. Oh, wow.
Wardenberg, too easy.
That's what we spoke about with the Pedro Bradshaw move before. Yes, they're making some nice moves, but where is the help?
But you're not expecting to get beat off the dribble this easy. Like, we can't have everybody sitting on the split line. You got to trust your man to sit down and guard.
Well, Lockie Olbrich was there. In the end, he kind of just continued to worry about his own man, swiped at it rather than just putting his body on the line and stepping up.
Adam Ford called his team out, the starters in the press conference. Called them out, held them accountable. This is how you respond.
I was just about to say that, Damon. They've scored 39 of their 46 points, the starters. They have come to play.
Oh, now Pedro's in his bag. Okay.
Lead by 17. Adnam, only bench player to score so far. Bucket's going to count.
Have a chance to be up 20 in the first half. As Kyle Adnam having a smile, Adam Ford smiling. Just a simple ball screen. The screen wasn't even set. Lockie Olbrich retreating. Hickey can't get back in time. And there's a mini flex from Kyle Adnam. Think about doing that again.
Adnam now with 7 points off the bench, and it is 20.
Sorry, Joe, you can see the discipline. Pedro Bradshaw wanted to pull that one so bad, let that shot go, and at the last minute, he goes, now let's run some offense.
Illawarra find any answers. Coach has gone to the benches again. Hickey with a nice move. And an athletic finish. Couldn't quite, but Olbricht's there.
One of the best hesitations in the league. Davo on his left hand. Great job by Lockie. They have to just crawl themselves back into it, doing the little things.
Zone here from the Hawks. Struggling to defend individually.
Edwards been able to get to that spot a number of times in this first half. He's got 11 on 5 of 6 shooting.
These 2-3 zones are garbage. Like, you can't just let somebody pull up in the middle of the foul line. That's too easy, too. That's like under 12 zone, although they don't let under 12 play zone anymore, Pete. Lockie's got to be aware of who's in the middle. Still got to play with man-to-man principles.
Assisting with this zone. Cairns will look to work their way through it.
They're manning up after a few seconds.
Edwards back to Wardenberg. Shot clock about to expire. And that's the sort of night it is for the Cairns Taipans.
Great discipline. This is the best offensive half of disciplined basketball Cairns have played all season without their lead point guard.
Taron Armstrong, a game time decision with a sore back. It wasn't coming up. And they want a backcourt violation. Adnam and Wardenberg. Refs let them play. Lee, normally not shy to shoot, gives it up. Michael Lebulik, who had one of his best offensive games against Brisbane, gets that to go.
This is why I have that first possession of zone. This is just they've not been communicating defensively. How easy was that? Rob Edwards, you spoke about it, still have man principles. Just walked into the free throw line. That's the easy way to break up a zone offensively, is find a high post flash. Well, he just cut from the wing. No one even looked at him until he caught the ball, and he turned for what ended up being a free throw. There's just been a lack of communication on the defensive end. It seems like the Hawks are really trying to worry about individually guarding rather than doing it as a team.
One could argue that the Cairns Taipans should be up by more. That's a solid 19-point lead. They're 6 of 19 from downtown, only 31%.
Inside the final 40 seconds. They get to Gak. He wants to get the work. Good defense from Peatling. They kick it back out. Still time on the shot clock. Feign the handoff and then just got all sort of trouble for himself. Wardenberg, turnover.
That was the best defensive possession of the half. I know that it looked like Gak might have had position on Peatling, but Peatling didn't give up. He made it tough on the catch. And eventually they get a turnover.
40 takes out Rob Edwards for this last possession. Don't want to risk it picking up his third foul.
5 fouls to the team for the half. Cairns Taipans. Rob Edwards has the 2. Here's Cal. He's got 9 points, leading scorer for the Hawks. Just uses that shoulder to get some separation and will get another opportunity and then draws the foul. Gak, slow to get to his feet.
That's one good thing that Trey Kell, one of the many good things he's done all season. He knows how to use his body when he's penetrating and draw fouls. Missed his shot, but stayed with him, got his offensive rebound. Then Gak just caught a stray.
Yeah, from Trey Kell, just a stray hit to the face. But what a first half this has been from the Taipans.
Trey Calvert, 18.5 points a game. And
we spoke to 40 in the pre-game, and he alluded to it ever so slightly about a little bit of the frustration he sees when everybody's out there playing the right way. I know Taron Armstrong's not there, but they did it in Brisbane where they put up 111 for the summer shootout leading score. They were all locked in. They were playing for one another, playing with energy. And then 2 days later, it was the exact opposite. And now they're here against the best team in the league, playing this exceptional basketball.
And for the Illawarra Hawks to get that 50K, they're going to have to score 74 points in the second half, Damon. Some sort of onslaught.
They could do it.
Well, there's nothing to suggest they're going to do it the way they're going right now.
They just have to worry about a win. They are up against it as they're going to get one more look at it because
I'll tell you what,
you can Sitcher and Gakra on different pages.
Tyler Harvey free ball right here would make things very interesting going into half-time as Justin Tatum calls a timeout. Probably to draw something up for one of the sharpshooters that he has.
You don't feel like that lead's quite big enough right now, do you?
No, I do not.
Same.
You're both still confident in the Hawks right now?
I mean...
Confident, not the way they've been playing this first half, but what they are capable of and how quickly they can flick a switch. And also, if Cairns don't stay locked in, it's hard playing with a lead. Anything can happen.
I feel like the Taipans just left some points on the board. I mean, okay, 6 of 19 missed threes. That happens, I suppose, but they've just been 47% from the field is still good, too. But something about the feel of the game, I just felt they should be up by more.
Of course, the Summer Shootout. Make sure you watch and win the Summer Shootout. Scan the QR code on screen and enter the code word DUNK for your chance to win 10 team signed balls. Quick, don't miss out. There's still an opportunity to win some prizes. And as we mentioned earlier, there are 5 fans at home right now that correctly, for the time being, have Cairns on 111 as their Summer Shootout score, and they will be mighty pleased with what the Taipans have dished up defensively in the first half. That home fan could win $100,000 if that is the best score for the remainder of the Summer Shootout.
They'll be hoping they lock up here. 4.5 seconds. Oh, wow.
Oh. That is incredible.
Well, now that the script's flipped, if Cairns can knock down a 3-ball here.
Get it back to 20.
Right now, Shaft Tatum is sitting over there thinking, what in the hell? I don't know what else to say.
When you call a timeout, draw something up, and you can't actually inbound the ball. Surprised Rob Edwards hasn't come back in.
Instead, it's Justin Tatum that's making some substitutions. He wants to make sure he's got the right defenders in. He ain't going to take any possessions off in this one.
They better take all the furniture out of the locker room at halftime.
Oof. And here we go. Can the Taipans come up with one more play to finish what has been their best first half of the season? Just going to look at this clock.
Where you going?
7. Make sure all the players know exactly how long he's on the clock.
4.7. Jonah Antonio's on the floor. He only needs 0.7 for his normal jump shot. Very quick release, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up with something for Wahlberg.
Can Adnam get it back?
I'm looking at a flare, some type of funky flare screen action for Jonah.
Here is Wardenberg. That was meant for Antonio. Swarkle, the bullet got in the way. And that will see out what has been the most surprising first half of the season. No Taron Armstrong. Coach Adam Ford not happy with Jonah Antonio. Maybe not exactly what they wanted to go with, but he should be pleased with what his team has done. They lead by 17, Illawarra Hawks. Well, they are in for a fight. I'm sure they're up for it. But let's get down to Ariana Prather as a young star with her.
You guys played one of the best offensive halves I've seen from you guys this season. You might have player of the game with that 2-hand dunk in the lane. How are you guys able to score so effortlessly?
I think we've just been really well with rebounding and offensive rebounds for sure, and then just pushing the ball, being able to get more shots and just working in our favor.
Well, you know Illawarra is going to fight back in the second half. What do you guys need to do on defense to make sure they don't do that?
I think make sure they don't get O boards because they got a lot of shooters and run them off the line for sure.
Well, good luck in the second.
Thank you.
The Cairns Taipans with almost a 20-point lead over the Illawarra Hawks, the #1 place team in that first half. Will Illawarra fight back? Will the Taipans upset them again this season? Let's talk about it. We'll see you at halftime.
Points, 4 boards for Jesse Wagstaff, and the next one, comes up to 39. Kings have had enough.
take your game from the local court to the big time. Step onto an NBL court after the final buzzer. Backing local ballers is just the beginning.
In twos, one of them is going to be wearing a blindfold and the other one is going to be directing them to try and score a bucket. The first team to score a bucket walks away with $500. $500
cash. We've got mum and son. This is Michelle and this, Mel, and not good with names, my apologies. And also this is Taylor. G'day, Taylor. Yeah, that's all we're going to get. We've also got husband and wife over here. We've got Susan and we've got Tim. Tim has been stitched up. He had no idea that this was going on tonight.
We're going to see who's going to be the winners, mother and son or husband and wife. Are we ready, guys? Let's cheer them on to make some noise.
Okay, who's got the blindfolds? Righto, Tim, you've got the blindfolds.
Okay, Tim and Susan, you want to come this way with me right over here?
And you're this way.
Tim's already got a blindfold. Tim, you don't need the blindfold on you, mate. That's all good. Yeah, just come this way. Just come this way. You guys are going to be shooting at this hoop here. You guys at this hoop over here. All right, now, Tim, you can put the blindfold on.
Blindfolds are on, Taylor. Whack your blindfold down.
All right, if we don't get a bucket, we're splitting the money $250 each. But if someone nails this, they're walking home with $500. Contestants, are you ready?
Yes, they're ready.
All right, start the clock. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Tim's already dropped the ball.
You've got to guide them to your hoop. Let me tell you, mum and son are doing well. They're doing very well.
Tim is taking this very, very casually.
Go, Taylor. Oh,
Taylor's
not
put
too
one up.
much.
It looks like, oh, Tim, get it closer, Susan.
Come on, Taylor. Oh, $500 could be all yours.
Oh, Tim, put a shot up, Tim. Please, Tim.
Let's go, Taylor. $500.
He didn't shoot much, but he did need to. Tim and Susan are walking away with $500 tonight. Congratulations, guys.
Well done. Tim didn't even know he got in. He was blindfolded. Well done. Thank you so much. You can tune in tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. Let's go, Taipans. It is tuning in from Star 2.7.
My coaching style came from what embedded in me as a player and the coaches that I had before them. When I had the opportunity to take over as a head coach, I didn't look back and wanted to do anything else but become a professional head coach because of the knowledge of the players, the game pace and everything that comes with it. My style of play comes with what best suits my group, my team, and as long as that expressed to you that, hey, this is how I feel that we can win successfully if you buy into it. That's what it is that year. It can change because of personnel. And so, I go by what my group needs and what I feel I can get out of it. The signing was just major for me, I get opportunities to win back-to-back or get opportunities to be successful or, build the Illawarra legend and then the reputation back up. So I have opportunity not just to sit up and look over my shoulder. I have access to talk to players and get players to come play for me and be an attractive place for Wollongong. Everybody is so kind and nice and supportive of the Hawks, especially once you start, playing the right type of basketball. You don't always have to win games, which helps a lot, but if they enjoy the passion out the team and what the direction of the club is going, you get us a lot of support.
Well, to be a fly on the wall in the Illawarra Hawks locker room at halftime because they are trailing by 17 points to the bottom place Cairns Taipans. Damon Lowry, Pete Hawley, we take a look at the match stats for the first half. What have you made of it?
I mean, this Illawarra Hawks team, we know they've got weapons everywhere, but what do they have, 37 assists in their last game? They have one.
It's incredible.
So the offensive end's an issue. They're 2 of 11 from 3. They've missed some wide open looks. So they've actually executed half decently in the first half. I know that Justin Tatum wants more heat on the rim, but it's the other end for me. Defensively, they're not helping each other out. It's really, okay, if my guy gets past me, I'll just sort it all out. They need to lock in together on that end.
Damon? Great point. A lot of people consider selfishness only an offensive thing, but it can be a defensive thing, like you say. In the Hawks, this is their chink in their armor. If you're looking for one, it's the casualness, the complacency. They showed they didn't have it against Brisbane last game, but you can see that this is something, Pete, that lurks inside the Hawk. Just the ability to play down to the level that you're playing against. If this was the Sydney Kings or Melbourne United, Hawks would be up and flying right now. So this is their own demons. They have to sort it out.
Well, let's turn our attention to the Cairns Taipans because they have been terrific in this first half of basketball. Damon, Coach Ford, and you loved it in his presser. He put it on his starters and said they had to play much better. Well, they've scored 44 of their 54 points in the first half, and Rob Edwards with no Taron Armstrong has been excellent.
With no Taron Armstrong, and you're right, Adam Ford put him to the fire. I absolutely loved it, held him accountable. These guys came out, they are playing completely different. Normally it's all run and gun, a lot of iso ball. They are playing with so much methodicalness, so much discipline and patience. It's pretty to watch. You know, to only make Adam Ford think, where has this been all season?
This has really impressed me from Rob Edwards, 2 of his last 3 games. Look at his Blackmore shot chart, 11 points, he's missed 1 shot, 5 of 6. You go back to that Brisbane game, he could have had 50. He didn't blaze away, he played within the system, he played with one another, he got the ball, he was sharing the rock. The Adelaide game, things got away from the entire team, but this game in particular, that Brisbane game, he's really composed, and it's no surprise Cairns put up a big score.
Well, let's take a look at what this means on the live ladder because this is the Hungry Jacks NBL. Just when you think you know what's going to happen, something flips on its head, and right now you can see the Hawks. If they continue in this trajectory and lose the game, they are only 1 game clear of the Sydney Kings and Melbourne United, and if Perth Wildcats win as well, it leaves them slightly vulnerable. Their percentage is going to be handy, Pete.
Yeah.
But let's turn our attention to the 6th spot because this is where it's intriguing. Adelaide, the Tassie Jack Jumpers, look at the percentage there. 0.02%. You have said all year it will come down to percentage to make the play-in, and it might look that way.
It'll come down to a shot or two. It always does, one way or another, and this is the race home. Everyone's looking at Adelaide and Tasmania for that 6th spot. It is a tough run home for a Tasmania team that is missing some big bodies, and Adelaide, well, at their best, they're good enough.
Damon, you were sitting on the fence with Tassie. You weren't sure. It depended a bit on Will Magnay. We know that Will Magnay's out for the year. Did Tassie still make it?
I'm no longer on the fence, Joey. I don't see Tassie making it.
What about Sydney, Adelaide tomorrow night? This is going to be massive. Talk about 2nd spot, potentially 1st spot up for grabs. Adelaide desperate to make the 6th. Make sure you tune in Kudos Bank Arena tomorrow. But a big second half here from the Cairns Convention Centre. Cairns leading by 17.
Taipans membership for the 2025-2026 season will be on sale from Thursday, 6th of February. The prices will be available for limited time only. Contact Taipans HQ for more information or visit taipans.com for more details next week. And your Taipans players send a huge happy birthday shout out to all our members: Diana, Katie, Sharon, Michael, Mary, Annabelle, Robin, Brendan, Mary, Naomi, Gail, Ellie, John, Pam, Carolina, Megan. Woo. Oh, and not to forget Gracie. And happy birthday, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If it wasn't today, hope you had a fantastic birthday. And special 11, Megan Berevis from the son, Finn. Happy birthday.
Welcome back to the Cairns Convention Center, where the Taipans have a 17-point lead over the #1 Illawarra Hawks. Now, guys, it was on your whiteboard pregame. Bottom line is they have to lock up on defense. Just too nonchalant on the defensive end. And right now, the Hawks are absolutely exposing their biggest weakness, which is they're unable to lock anybody up. They're going to have to turn this around in the second half if they do not want to get embarrassed here in Cairns. But I have to ask, why do you think they started off so slowly?
Ariana, I've thrown my whiteboard against the wall. It's over here on the ground in a few pieces. The Hawks just came out with the wrong attitude. That's all it is. This isn't even about the X's and the O's, the talent level. It is about attitude. They came out thinking the game was already over. Now they find themselves in this hole.
So, Damon, is 17 points a big enough lead to hold on to if you're Cairns?
Cairns hasn't shown that they can really protect the lead as Alex Higgins misses a bunny, but I feel like they are doing the right things by the basketball guys and deserve a win.
First points to the Illawarra Hawks. Pete Hooley, where do you sit on the 17-point halftime lead that's now 15?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous still. I think the Hawks have a switch in them, but the great man has found that teams that have built a 20-point lead in a game this season are 47-0. So that it would have to be the first time anyone's done it this year if the Hawks come back and win. But
Cairns lead by 21 in that second quarter. So that would be the first time this year you're saying a team has come back from 20 down to win a match this year.
That's what the great man has found.
It's
not me.
There we go. Fascinating to watch this second half.
Now, 40's message in the halftime would have been, we don't have to do anything different. Don't start playing to protect the lead, looking up at the clock, wondering when the game is going to be over with. Just keep doing what you're doing, possession by possession. Keep playing patient. The Hawks are going to try to want to speed up the game, and that's the last thing Cairns wants to do.
Just having another clock reset. You can see there it's stuck on the 10 minutes. It's going to be fixed to 9:16. So they'll just get that right. Of course, remember this Illawarra Hawks team are coming off a weekend of destruction where they won 2 games by 56 points combined. They scored 238 points in those 2 games. They've won 11 of their last 15, Pete, and their 4 losses have been by a total of 14 points. And here they are against the bottom place side, trailing by 17. It's amazing.
Damon said it at halftime when they kind of have that casualness about them. And it's hard, right? Because you have been the best team in the competition and you're playing against the bottom side, and you know that, okay, we're going to be featuring heavily in the postseason. This little seed that creeps into your mind, but you've got to find a way to motivate yourselves. Forget that and understand, well, this team beat us last time we played as well.
Just for those just tuning in and sticking around now after seeing the scores, Taron Armstrong was a game-time decision not to play with back soreness. There's great ball movement, and Higgins-Titcher throws it down for the 3rd time.
Good ball movement is right, Joey. Because Tyler Harvey got greedy, took himself out of the play gambling, put them in a 3-on-2 kind of situation, and Cairns made them pay. The Hawks have to be disciplined on defense and not try to get everything back on one possession. That's a bad shot.
Frolling, though, cleaning up again. Spoke about his numbers on the offensive glass from recent times. He's been getting after it. They're going to need more of that. Just 7 points and 5 rebounds for Sam Frolling. Wardenberg, Bradshaw, little 2-man game from the corner. That's a nice stroke from Pedro Bradshaw, who's into double digits.
Tatum just put his head in his hands. And his team tries to find a way to just claw it back.
There's that 20-point margin you speak of, Pete. Cal, can their main man get them going? Strong on that one. 2 of 13. From the 3-point line tonight, the Hawks. They are a team that score in the paint more than any other side, but again, Cairns with the same ball movement, and again, an offensive rebound from Groves, who just wanted it more. Sorry, Damon.
I'm sorry, Joey. I'm all over the place, Joey.
That's 22 points now, game high.
But if I was Justin Tatum, after that one right there, I'm calling a timeout. Just kind of set to say, what did I just speak about at halftime, whatever he told his team. Right now, it is a bit of an effort thing.
Really seen a response in this 3rd quarter that we would probably expect.
A standing timeout too, Pete.
Why is that? For those that don't understand, Damon, the live mics.
The cameras are not involved in the standing timeouts. That's when the coach can...
Well, cameras are involved, no microphones.
No mics. They can go hell for leather.
Go back to Froling. That's their play. They might have to do more of that.
They did that in the very first play of the game, and Froling scored easily. But good things happen when they get it to their big fella.
Just the 5 field goal attempts in the first half for Sam Froling. He's had 2 already in this third quarter. Starting to put some points on the board.
I like when he makes that quick move. When he gets it deep enough and he knows that he's got a little bit of a gap on the defender, he just spins or wherever it is, just puts the ball on the floor. And for everyone's sake, are you on NBL now tomorrow?
Yes.
So for everybody's sake, that'll either have to not be released or released past midnight if Damon's on NBL now and this score keeps up.
Tangent Foreman.
I mean, the first time in history in NBL Now podcast, there's a little E next to it.
Wardenberg trying to go up and under. Wasn't able to complete the job, and now Hickey, who had a career-high assist in the last game against the Brisbane Bullets. It's into Lee. Back to Hickey, now Peatling. He gave up the 3 ball to get inside and give himself a better look, and he'll go to the free throw line, although Tanner Groves and Wardenberg are imploring Adam Ford to look at this.
No, we're not looking at nothing. It's early days still. Don't go. Or are we?
It is a coach's challenge. So Coach Ford has shown trust in his men.
And Wardenberg wants the foul call both ways. There's no way they got the replay quick enough. A lot of pressure on the replay assistants, isn't there? Saw that last night.
He's got a case.
Sure does.
He's got a good case. Now, did he lean in a little bit?
Well, he did initially right there. When the contact's made, he might have got straight up.
And this is where I stand on it. Technically, it's a foul, but it's a soft foul. You put yourself in a bad spot.
It's one where you think they're not going to win the challenge, which they aren't, but if it's not called in live play, you're okay with that too.
Well, let's get to Scott Butler for an explanation. G'day, Scott.
Good evening, everybody. So the foul is called on 11 for hit to the arm. If you use the baseline camera at the opposite end of the floor, you can see Peatling rise up. Defender's arm is out of vertical, hits Peatling on the left arm. That's the foul. The foul will stand.
So that's the key there from Scott Butler. The foul's on Higgins-Titcher. Looking at number 11, Higgins-Titcher, not Tanner Groves. So hopefully that keeps Tanner Groves in the circle of trust from Adam Ford.
Peatling.
There will be no tender snack wraps for the Hawks post-game. This continues the way it's going. Here's my question for you, Pete. You've been on teams that's been real close. I've been on teams that's been real close. Nice guys, they love each other. Are the Hawks prepared to put a foot up each other's butt when need be? Can they beat a bad guy temporarily, or are they too nice to each other?
I think they can. From all the reports I hear about what practice can get with the...
Oh! Tanner Groves gets upstairs.
I've seen some of the best dunks of the season in this game.
I haven't seen a Groves dunk like that with 2 hands since
Cortez.
Cortez Groves.
I haven't seen too much of that from Tanner Groves. And then there may be an injury concern back at the other end of the floor. Hickey's still down. He gets up gingerly to the corner. And now, as so often is the case, he's going to get the wide open look, but couldn't finish. They are playing inspired basketball. These Cairns Taipans. As the referee stopped to wipe up the floor.
47-0 Peaches in. As we look at the Amy replay, Tanner, a.k.a. Cortez Groves, the mountain man from Spokane, Washington, put how many of them on a poster? Everybody gets some of this.
1, 2, 3. And he liked his own work, didn't he?
I've been impressed with Tanner all year, with the exception of his sometimes foul trouble. That aside, I love the way Tanner goes about it. Adam Ford made a special mention about how the team should include him a whole lot more in the offense.
You think he's one to look at for next season?
Absolutely.
Yeah, last round, played for 2 games. He had averaged 20 points and 8.5 rebounds. in their big win and big loss, beat Brisbane and Adelaide. That mixed result of a weekend. Blanchfield picks up the foul.
The starting backcourt that we were talking about, Pete, first team, second team All-NBL, Tyler Harvey and Trey Kell, an early benching. One of those days, maybe, but we can't have them.
Here's Edwards. Defense from the Hawks. They haven't been able to eat into this margin at all yet. They're going to have to really get their foot down if they want to start to make a bit. That should have been a travel. Missed by the referees. Best offensive seasons we've seen for about 20 years from these Hawks, and they only have 45 points, making 47 late in the third quarter.
Daniel Greeter ready to check in. Justin Tatum is ready to ride with his second unit, primarily as Rob Edwards just want to go.
Again, that little mid-range.
Just getting to his spot. He's just getting to his spot. There's no crowd. He's 6 of 8, 13 points. Swapper Bullock loves the corner.
And clever play from Adnan just to swat that out of Mason Peatling's hands.
See, a little fella can still contribute, Joey, on the glass.
Now, Coach Tatum does make some substitutions. Lockie Olbrich will come in.
Can't fault Mason Peatling's effort. This is a collective thing right here the Hawks are going through, collectively. They got 10 points so far, Pete, in 6 minutes.
The shootout looks very safe. Most 5 people would be one step closer to the cash.
Well, Hickey picks up the foul, and then a technical foul is called. It was always coming.
Technical foul.
And there was a warning in the second quarter.
It's all unraveling. And this is when you know things are unraveling, Pete, when all of a sudden everybody's got something to say to the referees. You're getting a little bit frustrated, you're a little bit embarrassed.
Rob Edwards couldn't take advantage of the technical. And that bench technical. They'll get possession. Groves went looking for Wardenberg.
Now, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet there, but Dan Greeter's effort to not get screened, just refused to be hit, fighting through it. Those are the little things that Justin Tatum's hoping the rest of the team can catch on with.
Let's get back courtside. Ariana?
Guys, I think what's going so well for the Taipans is everybody eats. I didn't think Rob Edwards needed to get 30 points tonight. He's getting his, but they have 5 players in double figures. But I have to ask you guys, I know Coach Tatum is trying to make a statement. We haven't seen a lot of Tyler Harvey or Trey Kell this quarter, but at what point in time, you guys said it, this game still matters as they just shot back-to-back buckets at 3 by lead. At what point in time do you get your stars back into this game because you want to win?
I'll be doing it soon. I mean, I know the bench is starting to roll. Maybe the rest of this quarter will give them a couple of minutes.
I'm going to disagree with you, Pete, with all the respect in the world. Them two don't deserve to be on the floor right now. You're not going to get a pass. Yes, you're playing first team All-NBL, second team standard throughout the whole course of the year, but not tonight. You're not even close to it, so you're not going to get back on the court just because of your name. Now, I'm not saying he loses faith in him totally, but for the moment, I'm going to go with the guys that's giving me maximum effort in clawing this lead back. It's only 14 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping Dan Greeter in this game. He's only played the 5.5 minutes, but he's just gone flat out.
And some of the stars on the bench, Dave O'Hickey and Hyung Jung Lee have just knocked down back-to-back triples. So maybe this second unit can claw their way back. Try and eat into this 16-point margin. Haven't been able to get it much closer. Cairns led by 14 at quarter time after a red-hot start. Here's Hickey again, trying to inspire his team.
Probably should have been an N1 as well for this bench unit. is just doing an exceptional job.
Back to the quarter-time margin of 14. Was as much as 22 earlier this term. Here's Edwards. Again, gets to the free throw line. Gets fouled.
That's the second time Lockie Albrecht, has fouled the shooter. And that's good patience by Rob Edwards. They moved the ball. The ball ended up back to him. Late shot clock. Now we got no problem going one-on-one.
Cairns 10 of 12 from the free throw line tonight. And of course, watch and win with the summer shootout. Make sure you scan the QR code on the screen and enter the code word DUNK for your chance to win 10 team signed balls. Make sure you get that pretty quickly. Don't miss out. And of course, those 5 lucky fans at the moment that correctly, for the time being, have Cairns on 111 as the summer shootout score. They are in the box seat to potentially win $100,000. Although, I will throw this at you, Damon. Friday, 31st of January, Brisbane at Adelaide. Before that, Tassie at Southeast Melbourne. Can you see either of them cracking over 111?
I can see Adelaide doing it. I can see Kendrick Davis going for 35.
I think it's Tassie.
Brisbane, Brisbane at Adelaide. It's Brisbane.
It's Brisbane.
Brisbane.
No, I've got the only other one I think that can do it.
Tassie do it?
No, I think it's Southeast Melbourne in Perth. I think that's the last one. I think they could be a chance.
Otherwise, right now, the 50K will go to the Cairns Taipans. They want this win. Kyle Adnan feels a bit of precipitation on the floor. The ref says just keep playing. Gack almost travelled, and then eventually he did.
This game's not over. I know the Hawks have been less than impressive. They've really struggled. This bench unit's doing a good job not to let this lead blow out. It's still a 15-point game, and we know how quickly Illawarra can pile on the points. And we also have seen enough times this season to understand that Cairns can have an extended slump.
Put it this way, Pete. The last 19 games, Cairns have only won the last quarter once. And that was obviously that big win against Brisbane. They outscored them by 14. They broke even with the Adelaide 36ers in the final quarter the other night when that game was put to bed. But other than that, they have not won any fourth quarters. It's been a big issue all year for them, closing out games. And it's back to as close as it's been for a while, 13 points.
The closer this game gets, the Demons start to rear their ugly head for Cairns. The amount of times they've let leads slip and blown games they probably should have won.
Bradshaw misses. Yeah, they've lost 6 of the last 7 times they've led at half-time, Damon.
Oh, this will hurt.
Lee couldn't quite do it, but there's Rita. And then lost possession off the knee.
You asked us if we were confident, Joey, at the start of this quarter, and Damon and I both weren't ready to go just yet. There's still an eternity left in this game.
Are you more confident now in the Illawarra comeback than you were at half-time? Or not so much?
We still need to see their starters lock in like this bench unit has, as Damon alluded to. If they do that, their best is more than capable.
You can see down the bottom there, Cairns have lost their last 10 home games, and they are trying to avoid losing 11 in a row, which will tie the worst streak in their club history, which was back in 99-2000 in their inaugural season, when they went 2-26 for the year. They lost 11 straight at home. So they want to try and end that tonight. Give their home fans something to enjoy. They keep turning out at the Snake Pit. Coach Adam Ford praised them in your pre-game show. And Kyle Adnan just tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, it's very unlike Adnan.
The Hawks pressuring up defense, trying to get themselves back into it, but getting themselves in foul trouble. Kyle only made them pay for 50% of that.
Just a big final minute. Swings either way. Blanchfield. Been shooting the 3-ball well in recent games. Gets it back to 11. Board possession here. Adnan takes it upon himself. Couldn't finish. Higgins ditched it. Got the offensive rebound. Wanted the foul.
It's going to be a single-digit game at three-quarter time.
Thought Toddy was going to pull that one.
Lee attacks the basket and he'll go to the free throw line to try and get it to 9.
This bench unit has been outstanding for the Hawks.
From all reports, the bench unit often gets dubs against the starting five.
It happens in nearly every team.
And so when they all out there together, they feel at home. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses intimately. And Tyler Blanchfield is up to 16 minutes of playing time. Might be a season high for him.
He's going to get more minutes with Days out, that's for sure.
Peatling checks back in. They continue to sit. Tyler Harvey, Trey Cal, and Sam Froling. Although Cal now checks in. But Tyler Harvey and Sam Froling continue to spend big minutes on the bench.
The start of the fourth quarter, Pete. Bring the troops back in.
I think it's a good time to do it. Start them in the fourth, say, at three-quarter time, I'm looking at the bench unit. I'm saying the starters, look what they've just achieved to get us back into this game. This is your time to do your job. And if they don't do it in the first 2 minutes, say, I gave you another opportunity.
Yep.
They trailed by 22 points earlier in this quarter. They've been able to eat into the margin like the great team that they are this season, Illawarra Hawks. They're giving themselves a chance. Big possession here for Cairns, just for momentum more than anything. Bradshaw looks to be aggressive. Peatling all over him.
Great D, great rotation. Long closeout, ran Pedro up the three-point line, but this time, Pete, they had help.
That's what they didn't have in the first half. No rotations, no help. Peatling comes across and sends that one packing.
And then Cal helps himself to two. And Blanchfield, almost a heads-up play.
And this is on. You see Adam Ford, he's so flat. Top of your screen. Cannot believe how this third quarter's shaken out.
Edwards with the final possession. Almost gets it to go, but it's game on here at the Cairns Convention Centre. The Hawks find themselves back in the contest. They trail by 7, and they are coming. Don't go anywhere. Big fourth quarter right after this.
It's that easy. Mick and his team at NQ Forklifts give everybody an opportunity to win this fabulous $350. I know who I'd like to be hanging out with tonight. Let's give it up for NQ Forklifts. If this is Ian Parisi, get loud, make some noise. Let's go Taipans! NQ Forklifts is the local forklift fuel service agent and forklift driver miner. Basic features NQ Forklift services to Cairns, Sportsman, and Tableland and Castle Coast regions, offering on-site visits for forklift sales, services and repairs. Making the team at NQ Forklift to earn over $5,000 this season.
Welcome to the fourth quarter where we have a spicy game here at the Cairns Convention Center. The Illawarra Hawks have been able to cut almost a 20-point lead down to 7 heading into this fourth quarter. And we talked about it before the break, guys. Will Coach Tatum put his stars back into the ball game? You see Trey Kell and Tyler Harvey having a conversation at center court. They absolutely are back into the ball game, and now they're here to make a final push to win this fourth quarter and the ball game.
I like it. Put the troops back in. Starting 5. Got a 7-point deficit. Hawks piled on 27 points in that third quarter. Pete played a hell of a better brand of basketball. Let's see what the starters can do. Can they bring them home?
It's no surprise. All starters are in a negative plus-minus, and all the bench players are in a positive.
So Justin Tatum goes to his stars and says, I need you to deliver for me. And that's what Tyler Harvey, it's fourth quarter, so he's decided to rock up Damon. And they get it back to 4. The big question in this game, can Lightning strike twice? Can Cairns cause the biggest upset of the season twice in 3 weeks? Rob Edwards with a little flex.
Yeah, Cairns know the Hawks are coming. Can they arrest their demons? They've been in this situation so many times this season, just don't know how to finish out a game. It's all the little things, too, Pete, they need to do. Offensive rebounds, don't give up any of those. Take care of the ball.
They only gave up 1 or 2 in the third quarter, so the bench unit did that, and they also helped each other out defensively, which is what we didn't see in the first half.
Hawks have been very public in saying they want to finish on top spot. They want to win a championship. They've got their eye on the prize. They maybe didn't expect to see this coming, and Jonah Antonio, if he gets hot, watch out. Back to 8. Harvey thought about it, instead wants to go to that floater. Good hustle from Froling. Just does enough to win the ball back for his team. And now Cal. Work his way through it. Step back.
Sam Froling had Rob Edwards on him down low. A shot that Trey Kell can obviously make, but you got to play the percentages. If you're Illawarra, you want to try to get Cairns on 5 fouls. You can shoot some free throws, slow this game down some more.
Ariana, you're listening in to Justin Tatum.
You guys, mark my words, if Trey Kell or Tyler Harvey put up another quick shot on their next offensive possession, they will be out of this ball game. And I would say for the rest of the ball game, as the Taipans just scored again, Sam Bordenberg having an amazing performance in front of his family sitting front row. He said it time and time again in that huddle, no hero ball, no hero ball. And it seems like that's what they're trying to do, is take over the ball game with individual play.
Harvey and Kel, they're the only 2 scorers in double digits, but they're 8 of 23 combined from the field, those 2. The efficiency of their shooting has been a feature all season, but not tonight.
And that's the thing, Joey. That's the dilemma. Trey Kell, there's your hook. The air ball, early shot. That was one of those shots. Brendan Joyce once said to us, you can take that shot early if you want to. It's only good if it goes in. If you miss it, be prepared to come sit down. Trey backed himself. Air ball, that's the consequences.
Just over a minute ago, Illawarra got it to within 4 points. It's back to 11 and quickly back to 7. Back to 8, excuse me.
Blanchfield, another one.
Blanchfield shooting it nicely. He was terrific, 3 of 5 the other night against Brisbane from long range.
Aldrich ready to check in again. Tatum about to get the bench unit back in.
2 of 3 again tonight for Blanchfield. Shot clock down to 6. Groves just had a little peek. Pulls up for a long 2. Now Harvey not going to take a quick 3. They'll work through their set.
Sam got Rob. It's got to go right there.
And that was the better play. Rob Edwards will pick up his 3rd personal.
Kansas switching ball screens. That's all I need to know. Sam set the ball screen, they switch. That's where the ball is going. Then trust Sam to make the decision.
Well, it looked like Aldrich was about to check in, potentially for Froling. Might be inclined maybe just to get that 1 or 2 more possessions with what we just saw on that switching. If they're going to keep doing it, keep rolling it in and just see if you have that advantage.
10 points and 6 rebounds for Sam Froling. Coming into this, his last 3, been averaging 22 and 10.
He's going to sit down for Albrecht.
Here's Edwards, leading scorer on the floor with 18 points. Couple of assists, 3 rebounds. Groves.
Oh,
Kyle! An offensive rebound and couldn't finish with the second chance.
First for everything.
And Tanner probably should have made the extra pass to Kyle, but he was open himself.
That was nearly the first putback floater we've seen all year.
Hickey. Not too strong on that one, but there's Albrecht with some great energy and hustle.
Just as effective as Sam down low around the basket, real cagey.
Foul. Alex Higgins checks back into the game. Antonio will sit. Bradshaw, Edwards, Tanner Groves and Wardenberg with him.
And Lockie Albrecht picks up his 4th foul, so he gets subbed out. That's the one area of his game. Lockie's only, what, 20, 21 years old. He'll learn this as his game evolves and he matures more, giving away some silly fouls.
This is Cairns' second last home game of the season. Only got one more to go against the Brisbane Bullets. They want to finish strong in front of their fans, and Wardenberg might have something to say about it.
This was the issue in the first half. So Sam Wardenberg gets the blow-by. Where is all the help? He gets a straight line drive to the basket. What blow-by there on Blanchfield. Well, it's just late rotations, and of course you're going to foul when you're out of position, and that's because everybody else on the backside is all focused about where's my man, instead of just being in that help position.
Can't finish the play.
And it also then comes back to the first side of Tom Blanchfield. You can't get beat off the dribble that easy.
It's back with a bit of form tonight. Wardenberg goes Blanchfield. Goes splash again. He's got 3 or 4.
4-point game.
You can still light it up from deep, though.
Don't let them gray hairs on the chin fool you. There's nothing wrong with the stroke.
Now he has to D up on Edwards. Does a pretty good job. And now Hickey looking to push the tempo. Blanchfield again. Splash!
Oh, baby.
The old boy's winding back the clock. And he has got them within 1 point. The closest they have been all night. And it is game on with 6 minutes to go. Tangerine timeout.
I don't know what Tom Blanchfield's career high is this season. I'm sure you're going to tell me soon, Pete. But he is on to it. Tice 5 of 7. 4 or 5 from downtown. Been a shooter his whole life. He gonna be sore as hell in the morning. He ain't used to playing these kind of minutes.
That's officially a season high, Damon. He had 12 points back in round 6. He's got 14 tonight in 19 minutes. He went 3 of 5 from long range in that win against Brisbane. And 4 of 5 tonight. Well, the Illawarra Hawks, they needed someone to step up big to give them a chance. I'm not sure they thought it would be Todd Blanchfield, the 33-year-old, but he has wound back the clock, Pete Hawley, and he's gone bang, 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 4 of 5 from long range.
See there on the Amy replay, and I love the team was getting around him. He's feeling good right now, and so are the Hawks. They're not happy there. Good finish from Groves. They've probably got away with the travel.
Now Tyler Harvey's turn. Fourth quarter, Harvey rocks up again, and we're all tied.
The last 3 minutes, even on a make or a miss, Hickey is pushing the pace. This is what Tatum's been yelling, and he's taken it every single opportunity. He's not forcing anything. He's looking to pass.
Groves, peeling all over him. Bradshaw's going to have to get this up. Oh, Lee fouls.
H.J. Lee. If there was a stat for the most fouls happening on the buzzer or with the second left on the shot clock, H.J. Lee has got the title. Don't even think about challenging that.
Well, I think he was going to, and then the replay people on the bench. Oh, no, he's going to. There it is. So it sounded like he was going to call a timeout to challenge. Then the assistant coaches on the bench said, I'm not so sure about the challenge. So he waved it off and then said, you know what?
I'll do it anyway.
I'm doing it anyway.
That was spot on, though, Pete. The old Dave O'Hickey pushed the ball in transition. This is their sniper lineup as we look and see. Wow. We all want that call, don't we, Pete?
Thoughts, Pete? Take a look there.
Yeah, he just gets him on the left arm.
Wow.
We'll wait for the official word, but these
right
two gentlemen.
to the forearm.
The replay team is going to break it down. They're going to zoom in and see exactly where that contact is. He gets a little bit of ball, but
the hand is not part of the ball, nor is the forearm. This will be unsuccessful.
Well, spot on. That's why you're two of the best in the business. Damon Lowry, Pete Hawley, all over it. And Pedro Bradshaw will go to the free throw line. Let's get an explanation. Scott, come in.
Hi guys, so interesting play to review. What I was looking for was whether or not there was any clear ball contact before any other contact by Lee. Effectively, the baseline camera angle, camera 4, shows that there's contact on the arm and the wrist of the shooter simultaneous with the ball. Because that contact occurs at the same time, we'll default to the foul, and the foul will stand.
Fair enough. Hawks still got 2 timeouts left, so it's not the end of the world. And this is his sniper lineup. He can always have shooters on the floor, Justin Tatum. With H.J. Lee, Blanchfield, Tyler.
Coach Adam Ford has got his starting 5. Been excellent tonight. They've scored 71 of the 84 points. He put it on them. There's no Taron Armstrong. They have led from woe to go, but they are under pressure. A little heat check from Blanchfield. Comes up short.
What do you think about that shot, Pete?
Well, he deserved a heat check, to be fair, because he was lights out for a little bit. I still think he could have got ball through hands and came back. Well, doesn't get a hand up on that double down on the mistake. When you take that quick shot and miss it, and then you don't get a hand up and you get a 3 splashed on your head.
There's the floater again from Harvey, who stepped up with 8 points in this 4th quarter. Wardenberg's had a big 4th quarter as well. This is going to be a fun final 4.5 minutes.
I feel like the Hawks need at least one big on the floor, either Lockie or Sam. Somebody you can roll the ball into to draw some fouls, get some easy buckets, because this is the perimeter lineup.
Adam Ford sticking with his starters. Trey Cal and Froling continue to sit on the bench for the Hawks. Edwards again. That's been his shot most of the night. It's just let him down the last couple.
A big screen there as well.
A half-court terror screen. Probably lucky not to get called for that one. Whoever this man's agent is, Titcha, you're going to be busy, man. Get a good deal for our guy.
There's going to be a lot of movement at the Cairns Taipans in the off-season, including the coach, potentially. There's talk, and a lot of players, free agents. Right now, though, it's all about this final 4 minutes. Can they get a win at home? It's been a long time. And Edwards, again, will go to the stripe where they're 15 of 20 for the night.
This is when Rob Edwards is extremely dangerous. Late shot clock. ISO ball now is fine. Nobody out there can stay in front of him. And now, Pete, they shooting free throws for the next 4 minutes.
Putting the head down and just putting some heat on the rim.
It was the free throws that got them the win last time. They caused that upset 20 days ago. They shot 29 of 33 that night from the stripe. 16 of 21 tonight. There is Taron Armstrong. Hopefully they think he should be back for their next game on Saturday, I should say. They have to go to Perth, but we'll wait and see with that back soreness. Peatling with a big screen off the ball, and then Hickey has missed an absolute bunny. He cannot believe it.
And then compounded with the foul, Mason Peatling, 93 feet away from the basket. I thought Davo was going to dunk this.
It was a heavy screen from Peatling on Edwards, and then Hickey wide open.
Just overcooked it. He normally would dunk that.
Foul from Peatling means that Bradshaw will go to the free throw line.
David Hickey wanted a foul call.
Been good tonight, Bradshaw. Saw his numbers there.
15, 7, and 5 for Pedro.
Yeah.
Just goes quietly, doesn't take bad shots, stays within the team. Just very understated.
Great response considering that big loss against Adelaide. He had 3 points, no rebounds, no assists in almost 20 minutes. A lot of these Taipans have bounced back after that poor showing. Hickey, ball fake, then the little hezzy, and then went for the reverse. And it's Peatling there to mop up.
Been good, Peatling. Battled hard, 4 offensive rebounds. Doing the dirty work, playing undersized 5.
Back to 4. They just haven't been able to edge their noses in front at any stage, Illawarra. The only time it will matter is at the end of the 40 minutes. Can they get a stop? Bradshaw. Higgins-Titcher. Another offensive rebound. That is his 5th for the night. 6th, in fact.
Alex Higgins-Titcher. I love your work rate, man. You can't coach what he's doing right now. This is nothing but 100% effort. Just go, the will to consistently go after offensive rebounds. Run no plays for this man.
It's 12 points to go with his 7 rebounds.
Damon, I'm aware of the statement I'm about to say sounds ludicrous.
Go ahead.
Bear with me.
Okay.
They've spoken about the Taipans about wanting to win the shootout. If there is a position where this could go to overtime, you'd have to really think about how much the shootout means to you. Because there's 5 people at home who'd be thinking, you've got a game-winning opportunity.
Blanchfield again. He's just missed his last couple.
Over-helping. They dodged the bullet on that one.
Can they stay cool and close this one out, the Cairns Taipans? The Hawks will keep coming. Edwards is going to take responsibility. And that is massive. And may just be a little dagger. 22 points and the step back from Rob tonight.
Chases the rebound down, saves it. Kyle gets the ball to the man from Detroit. And then to quote the urban poets, the Wu-Tang Clan, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Well, let's go and take a listen to Coach Ford.
They're going to look to get up and pressure more. Got it? So listen. Rob, stay on the inbound. Ping, Kyle up. Waterberg gets that pressure release. Break it too. But I don't need everybody hanging out in the backcourt. So let's say Waterberg gets the ball. We can have both these guys go down, and then you guys can pick your side. Okay? They're going to get up, they're going to trap, they're going to be more aggressive, they're going to get to the foul line. We are in the bonus, we got fouls again. Come on.
Now there is the scenario now. 2 minutes 30, 9 points the margin. How are you feeling right now, Damon?
If I'm Adam Ford, I love that timeout. Clear message. Be prepared for presses. Take care of the ball. And if you're the Hawks, you need some quick shots. The problem is they're in the bonus. And Kansas shooting free throws, so they need aggressive D.
Ariana, you were listening to Justin Tatum as Blanchfield gets it to go again. That's 5 for the night. Sorry, Ariana, what was Coach Tatum's message?
Well, you heard from Coach Ford, and he's not going to be happy with the hot shooter getting an open three there. But Coach Tatum just told his team over and over again, it is not over, it's not over. We just got to get a stop and score and do everything right from this point on.
Well, that's exactly what they've done so far. They've got a score and a stop.
Can't challenge.
They gave up a catch-and-shoot three ball to one of the hottest men in North Queensland.
It was a great execution because everyone was worried about Tyler Harvey. They get a stop.
It is a season high for Todd Blanchfield. Comfortable season high, 17 points. No Darius Days. Their starters are struggling a bit. They've needed someone. Hickey this time wants to go alone. And he gets it to fall and a chance for another three-point play.
That's when Davo is dangerous. Everybody's worrying about the three-point shooters flaring out on that kind of floppy action. And Davo just attacks the ball. He just attacks the paint, the can't. I can't say it. Paint, key, the can't.
That's Rob Edwards' night done. That's 5 fouls for Rob Edwards, who has 22 points. He hit that big three ball. And this free throw here to get it within 3 points and plenty of time left. Remember, no Taron Armstrong. So it's going to have to be Adnan Bradshaw probably doing the ball handling duties.
Remember the crazy ending to this game only 3 weeks ago. Illawarra led by 4 with 12.9 seconds to go. And they coughed that one up and lost by 3. Could it be in reverse? Could we see something different, or can Cairns close it out? Bradshaw again draws the foul. They go to the free throw line on Hickey.
Very smart by Kyle Adnam. Invited the trap. Tanner Groves was right there for him to bail out pass. And then it was a 4-on-3 on the backside.
That is 5 personals on Davo Hickey.
So it's irrelevant of whether it's 3 to 6 or 5 or 2, right, Todd? We're just calling it, mate. All right, we're calling it.
Davo inspired that comeback. He does so much stuff off the ball.
Bradshaw, they're not happy with that call, the Hawks, at all. There's a bit of ball don't lie coming right now.
That's his first miss for the night from the free throw line for Bradshaw, 4 or 5.
He might be a bit unlucky there too. I think Peeling came across him and missed both.
Wow. That's 8 missed free throws for the team.
That is the pressure. They haven't been in this situation too often this year, the Cairns Taipans. Illawarra, they know how to win, especially that man Tyler Harvey. That's 10 for the quarter.
Well, the Taipans had their struggles in their 15-game losing streak of closing out some of those where they probably played better than the opposition for the majority of the ball game. Similar situation here.
They learnt their lessons. No Armstrong, no Edwards now. Groves let one fly. And a chance here for Illawarra to take the lead. They trailed by as much as 22 in the third quarter. Pete Hooley, what was your stat you went with earlier?
The team is led by 20. Has lost this season, 47-0, but there's always time to be number 1.
Peeling almost, but the ball touched the baseline.
And even when we said that at halftime, Damon, we weren't sold on this result.
No.
We knew the Hawks had a run in them. It's come from the bench unit. They've been outstanding in this second half. Cairns have battled through every run that the Hawks have thrown at them. Still lead by 1. Need a good shot here with no Rob Edwards on the floor. He's fouled out. And Taron Armstrong not playing.
Who are you turning to in this possession, Damon? Who's their weapon on offense for the Cairns Taipans?
They got to use the ball. Everybody get a touch. I'm looking at Sam Wardenberg, but not in an ISO situation. Run your stuff. But that shot Tyler Harvey just took, if he had a shooting percentage on just that shot alone, he'd be high 80%. Shocked that one didn't fall for him.
Here's the man, Rob Edwards, fouled out. Taron Armstrong didn't play. So Cairns ball, 52 seconds remaining. They have led from woe to go. They will soak up the 15 seconds on the shot clock. The experience of Adnan.
Good decision maker out of the ball screen usually.
Wardenberg wants to be aggressive. Blanchfield plays good defense. Groves! That is their 18th offensive rebound. And he will go to the free throw line again.
How many, Joey?
18 offensive rebounds for the night.
Tyler Harvey, a bit unlucky. You don't expect an air ball in those situations, but Tanner Groves is going after the rebound no matter what. Good defense. Blanchfield might have got a little piece of it.
Mason Peatling Pete came over to help, and that's his man, so Tyler wasn't in a position to rotate down to box him out. He didn't need to go over there and do that.
Both teams have a timeout left. I'll tell you what, Justin Tatum did. He said he was going to call for a timeout if he made it and then called it off. I think you try and get a quick shot first. Save that timeout in case you need to run a play.
Clutch free throws.
Damon Laurie is fouling if you can, Taipans.
Ball in Tyler Harvey's hands. Peatling trying to get the rebound, but it falls to Bradshaw, and they have to foul. And now they're going to play the foul game.
They play straight up defense. It's one of those decisions that kind of divides a nation. Do you foul when you're up 3, or do you want to watch Tyler Harvey let one go?
And now Mason Peatling will be out of the game. 5 personals for him as well. So Hickey, Peatling, and now Edwards have all been fouled out. The clock will be reset to 15.3.
Bradshaw missed his last 2 free throws. You'd think they'd call a timeout here, the Hawks. Ulbricht comes in for Peatling, who fouled out.
They've lost their last 10 straight at home, the Cairns Taipans. The faithful have still turned out. And Bradshaw, who just knocked down his previous 2.
Missed his last
2.
He missed his last 3 now, Bradshaw.
So he's feeling the pinch.
And if he knocks this one down, we're in an eerily similar position to the last time they met, just roles reversed.
Steals himself. 4 points. There was a 4-point lead to Illawarra with 12.9 seconds last time and they lost it. Can they flip the script? Damon Lowry. Can Illawarra find a way to pull this rabbit out of the hat when they've never looked likely for 3 and a bit quarters?
I'm wanting to say they don't deserve to win, but yet they are in a position to still win. So advance the ball, you don't need a 3. Get a very, very quick 2 and just foul immediately.
And if you're the Taipans, do not foul. If they're going to go for a 3, you stand there, keep your hands up. Don't worry about trying to block it. If they can shoot over a contested hand, knock it down, you're still in a good position. They're going to have to foul.
Are you a man that they should be going for a 3 on this possession, or are they okay to take the quick 2 and
you
then
get a very quick 2? If that's open, you've got plenty of time. As Damon said, just make sure it's a very good look. You don't need to force anything either. You don't have to just take the first catch and let it fly. You get a chance to get a couple of quick passes.
I mean, this is coaching. For everybody that's saying who's going to be coaching next season, yes, I know they're going to finish the season on the bottom of the ladder. But you don't know what you're talking about if you think Adam Ford is not a good coach. Going into this game against the top team, you got to know morale is at a rock bottom. Without your leading guard, Taron Armstrong, your import guard, Rob Edwards, fouls out. And yet, he is leading this team beautifully.
So what has Justin Tatum drawn up? They go to Lee, who's too strong on that. They went for the quick 3. And the Taipans are going to get the ball, although we're going to have a review.
Yeah, they're going to look at it. They always look at it at this point in the game. Don't need a challenge available just to make sure it's the correct call.
That was a relatively good look considering HJ. I mean, that's rhythm shot, turn around 3, and that is off of.
Tell you what, this could very well go the Hawks' way. It's close.
Inconclusive jump ball. Who got the possession arrow?
Well, you'd think that this is the ball game right here. This is Cairns' ball.
Toddy's left, off Sam's left hand.
It's going to be... Well, it's hard to see from there whether when Blanchfield last touches it, if Wardenberg's hand is on top of the ball. They would have looked at a lot of different angles than we saw.
There's the guy you want to the line, Joey. What's Kyle Adams shooting from the foul line? Been reliable throughout his career. He wanted that ball. We've seen Pete, a lot of situations, guys running away from the ball late game.
Not this man.
Kyle is going directly to the ball.
He is normally automatic.
75% free throw shooter.
No timeouts left for Illawarra as well.
85% for his career, Kyle Adnan. And 239. Cool as a cucumber. The Hawks will potentially concede 100 points. I know you guys had a good debate about it in the pre-game show, just about whether there is a slight little chink defensively with the Hawks. They've conceded 100, and now it looks like time will run out. Blanchfield's been the hot hands. Not even he can knock that down. And the Cairns Taipans have led from start to finish and knocked off the hottest team in the competition. What an incredible performance from Adam Ford and his team. At one stage, they led by 22 in that third quarter. Illawarra squared it all up late, and they held their nerve. They've learned from previous experience this season, and they were able to close out the fourth quarter to win by 6 points. What a game.
It was all the first half, wasn't it? Cairns just came out with more energy. They were more locked in. They got after the offensive rebounds, and they had a really, really good first 20 minutes and did enough to hold on. And again, credit the Illawarra Hawks bench for making this a ball game, because this could have got ugly.
100%, 100%. The game is not played on paper. It's played between the lines. These dudes got pride. They got their heart. Rob Edwards, go to Foot Locker, man, get you some Nikes. Whatever you wearing, thoroughly deserved.
Reeboks work too.
22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Rob Edwards. He fouled out, but he did enough. He didn't force the issue. They had 5 scorers in double digits, 6 in fact. And that was the biggest thing. It was a team performance tonight. They all stepped up. Young Higgins' Titcher was brilliant. Kyle Adnam's experience is important. And Groves and Bradshaw are excellent. But Sam Wardenberg as well. Ariana, he stepped up big in the fourth quarter when they needed him.
Sam, a huge fourth quarter from you, but before the game, we talked about how this team fights every time they step onto the court. I saw a little smirk from you there at the end. What's going through your mind right now?
It's been a tough season, everything we've gone through, injuries and whatnot. So a win like this on the home court finally, it's a great feeling. Every guy stepped up for us. Alex was huge, Rob was huge. Yeah, it's just great to get a win at home court.
You guys have just knocked off the #1 team in the league, not once, but for the second time, and it was such a group effort. Talk about just the unselfish, yes, amazing play from this team in front of this amazing crowd.
I didn't hear half of that, sorry, but this crowd's amazing. You guys come out for us every single day, every single night. You're amazing. We love you so much. Thank you so much.
I would say some of the best fans in the league right there as well. They're definitely 6 man, but you got this win in front of your family, sitting front row. They head back home tomorrow. This has to be the greatest present they could ask for.
Oh no, it's amazing having them here. 3 games in a row. So happy we can get a win and they can leave on that. So I hope they had a good time here.
It sounds like they're a good luck charm.
Yeah, for sure.
Congrats, Sam.
Sam Wardenberg there was terrific. There are his happy family, and the Cairns Taipans have pulled off the biggest upset of the season for the second time in 3 weeks, knocking off the Illawarra Hawks by 6 points. We'll be back right after this to wrap it all up.